closed on so many homes and farms, one of my colleagues started referring to me as a classic dirt lawyer. Now, I didn't know how to take that at first, that tag, but I realized that's exactly what I do and what I am.
And I know the attorneys at Stanton Law Firm are regular listeners, and we plan to have you on periodically. You and I have seen have impacted this community.
Stay tuned, and you may hear about friends like Steve Booker, Clarence Johnson, Thomas Boyd, and even a few of those offensive line hogs like Hoss Johnson, and maybe you remember some other of those guys too.
I remember Clarence Johnson. He beat us one year. He was unbelievable.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Welcome to the evolution of sports radio.
You see, in this industry, just like in life, everything evolves.
Call 256-576-4977 to make your audible for the Blitz.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
It's the Afternoon Blitz. Here are your hosts, Smokey, Captain Cool, and the Bandi Man.
Hello and welcome to a Mad Monday here in No Man's Land. Welcome to the Afternoon Blitz on the Tennessee Valley Blitz Sports Radio Network. I've been playing with tech decks all morning. Oh, I'll get more into that later, but I'm your host, Captain Cool.
Oh my goodness, it's Captain Cool!
Someone lose a grenade. Oh yeah. Make sure you guys find us online at the BlitzSportsRadioNetwork.com and also get our app. It is both on Apple and Android devices. Just look up the Blitz Sports Radio and find us on Facebook at the Blitz Sports Radio as well and on Twitter at the Blitz_sports. So many Blitz, but it makes it easy to find. Okay, make sure you guys also follow us on Twitch and YouTube at WZZN TV to get a little live stream feed of us, me and Bandi, just sitting in the corner talking about a lot of crazy stuff. And, you know, if you want to join in on any of the conversations today, just call us at 256-576-4977. And this first hour is presented by Woody Anderson Ford, the place to get the coolest cars for the coolest prices. And you're live hanging with the chillest crew here in sports radio. And like I said, Bandi is to my left. What's up, my dude? There it is.
There it is. It's another Monday and another one where my brethren keep falling into the pit. But how is it going, Captain Cool?
It's going pretty good. We had a crazy weekend of final week of preseason football. We had some people getting shot. Thankfully, some people are okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, it's been a crazy weekend, like I said. You know, it's just, I watched The Fourth Kind again. It was the first time I watched it since my brother-in-law showed me a long, long time ago when I wasn't even able to understand whether it was about aliens or ghosts. But yeah, I watched it again. I gotta say it's amazing, even though Metacritic didn't give it too good of a score, or it could have been Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know, but
Nah, they weren't feeling it.
no. I loved it though. I thought it was really cool, really intense, and it makes it out like it is a true story, but it's a certain type of documentary where it's like that's kind of the style it's going for, you know. So it really does seem like it is true until, you know, at the end you kind of look it up and you're like, nah, this couldn't have been true. But it's about this alien abduction story in Alaska, somewhere in Alaska, and it's a pretty ridiculous, pretty scary looking movie. And I gave it, I said a solid 8 out of 10. You know, it's spooky season. You got to watch your scary movies. That is a solid movie to watch, especially if you're into aliens and or ghosts, because it'll give you a different perspective of how aliens could come into our planet and just take us away. It's the fourth kind. You better watch out for that fourth visit, Bandi. You'll be taken away on that one.
I mean, but I'm safe from the first to the third, right?
Oh, yeah. You'll just have pretty crazy dreams. You might see an owl, but then it turns out it's not an owl. You have to go to a therapist, and they'll have to go deeper into your mind, and then you'll just start reliving the whole moment. Yeah. The movie's on my mind, okay? It really is. I know I could probably tell you the whole thing. But other than that, I've also been trying to do a Tough Talks video on the Pinky Out Gang channel, and let me tell you, I screwed it up. I tried to do it. And you know what? I'm going to talk about it later because we got another guy to introduce. He's behind the glass, you know, spinning the tracks, keeping us on the airways. That is Smokey Mike Honcho.
Smokey!
Hey.
Tough tracks, you say?
Tough talks.
Tough talks?
Tough talks,
Well,
yeah.
it seems like putting them up is a little tough, wouldn't you say?
Dude, yes, it is. And that's the only reason there's only like 6 episodes out.
Such a bad dad joke right there.
It's all right. It works.
Well, it is a beautiful reaction Monday because we get to react to college football and the last week of NFL preseason. And as you said, people were shot. People that in this area actually would like to see do well in the NFL. But apparently they're getting their cars jacked.
I was say, how am I the only one that hasn't heard about this?
This man, I swear.
Washington, D.C., man. Just think about it, you know. It's a crazy place.
It is. Harbaugh's gone biblical. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Mm-mm. There is no cock commander, which ticks me off. Boo! By the way, if you missed it on Friday when we were discussing this, South Carolina was planning on changing the name of their rooster. And instead of cock commander, they picked the general.
See, whenever he brought up cock commander, that would have been perfect for the Vine sound to go just boom, like, oh, that's sussy. But then he goes into detail about it, like, oh, okay, no, it's about a name. It's a name.
Anyway, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Rose Scholar. Captain's at CPT Cool 420 because that's his birthday. Mm-hmm. Bandy's at B Larry 2016. You mentioned everything else, Captain Cool. So we got Gary Reedus, former MLB player, on the show coming up in the next segment. Get a nice little talk with him and talk about the evolution of MLB, what he thinks is good with Major League Baseball right now, and talk a little bit about his old playing days. Because one thing, as I was doing my research that I found quite interesting is this cat had over 50 stolen bases one season in like 86 or 87.
Whoa.
And has also hit for the cycle in a game. Okay. A rarity for Major League Baseball players, but that is an intriguing setup, as well as he started 4 games in that 1992 National League Championship Series, which people in this area of the Tennessee Valley remember more joyously than the people on the Pirates that he was a part of. And just want to kind of get his thoughts on what Barry Bonds was like maybe back in the day before Cream and Clear and all that decided to take, because he won MVP that year. And so anyway, onward with that, we've got the Brian Harsin press conference at 3:30. We'll see how long we can get through that. And then we've got What's Cool with Captain Cool and the play-by-play with Bandi coming up in the 3 o'clock hour as well. But Captain, it is now time to lead us off.
Well, yes, I know that Bandi has been kind of sitting like out of the loop because he doesn't know who got shot over the weekend. It's kind of a big name. It's a little running back, you know, maybe, you know, he's played a little bit of football. His name's Brian Robinson. Former Alabama running back. Yeah, former star Alabama running back. Number 4, you know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shot multiple times in a carjackery in Washington. Okay, now it's okay because he is in stable conditions. Okay, so don't lose your crap just yet. He is fine. Okay, but he did get shot multiple times. Okay, moral of the story there is just maybe not get drafted to the Commanders. But other than that, he did get his car. I guess he got a car stolen. But yeah. It's you might need to adjust up some of the fantasy stats if you guys picked him for your team because he's gonna miss some time, but hopefully we'll be able to see him maybe later on in the season again. He's fine, not any life-threatening shots or injuries. So
thank goodness.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's
thank
good.
goodness.
Moving on, give him your prayers and thoughts. But moving on, Hawaii clobbered literally everyone in the Little League World Series. Yeah, if you were keeping up with it still, yeah, they went on to outscore teams 60-5, and
what?
also run ruled Caraco in the championship game.
Okay, wait, is it Caraco or Curacao?
Something.
Curacao, I believe.
Curacao?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys know me and my
Well,
pronunciation.
Hawaii in the Little League World Series was the complete opposite of Hawaii on the football field this past weekend.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Vanderbilt put a smacking down on
What
them.
How the hell does Vandy score 60 points? Does anybody know how that happened?
Dude, it's a different vibe over there in Nashville right now, okay? So these guys are crazy.
Vandy's coming for you.
They are.
Oh, God.
Hey, they want Alabama next. Remember the last time that happened?
Oh,
Moving
Lord.
on to some NFL news, we got Baker Mayfield going hard against the who'd they play? The Bills? Yeah, they played the Bills. He had a nice little 2 touchdowns. If you guys saw one of his touchdowns going viral, it just was the most perfect pass ever, going in between 2 defenders' hands, right into the wide receiver's hands to score the touchdown. And they played up 21 against the Bills, and the Bills did nothing. So maybe they got something on their mind. Maybe that something is the Matt Ariza. Yeah, and he actually got released this weekend as well. We still don't know what's going on with that whole the whole lawsuit, but we will figure out a verdict. Not us, but people who actually get paid to do what that is. So we will be waiting to see what happens with that, and make sure you guys are following us to continue hearing and following up with that information. And now, moving on to some college football news that went on this weekend. Yes, we were talking about some Nebraska stuff, and the battle of the worst Big Ten teams ended with a bang, literally. Northwestern beat Nebraska 31-28, and honestly, this might have put the nail in the coffin for Scott Frost's coaching history or coaching future at Nebraska.
I saw a tweet where someone said, what was it? What was the record of the last coach that Nebraska had before Scott Frost? What was it? Like 50%? Like he had like 60-something wins and...
Yeah, it might have been 500.
It was either at 500 or below 500.
It up. You keep on talking.
But there was a tweet that said, if Scott Frost, not Brian Harsin, if Scott Frost were to win 30 more games in a row, he would still not reach the win record of the last coach they fired.
Jeez.
He's 100% in the hot seat.
He is. And did you see that onside kick?
Yeah, when they were up by 11 and onside kicked it?
And the top of the third, they did it. And I was just like, what?
Top of the third?
Yeah.
Were you talking country hardball with that?
a lot of hardball in my life, but yeah.
By the way, Mike Riley was an even 500, 19-19 at his 3 years in Nebraska before he got canned. And Scott Frost, who is 15-30 at Nebraska since 2018.
Yeah.
Honestly, what the hell? You had all the momentum. You seriously had all the momentum. You had momentum going into the half, score a touchdown coming out of the second half. I mean, you got Northwestern on the ropes, and you do some trickery.
And you give them yardage.
You do some trickery. You give them a short field, and then all of a sudden that 11 points that people were sweating the number for, because the spread was 11 and a half, they weren't sweating anymore since Northwestern decided to turn it around and ended up outright winning. Just ridiculous. And what did you guys see that the concessions went down, or not but the internet in the stadium went down?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
So the concessions, they were giving out beer and food, like from the third quarter on.
Oh, no. So right when the internet went down is pretty much right after that onside kick?
Yeah.
And then everybody gets free beer?
free beer. Well, technically, what they tried, what they, I don't know, I haven't followed up with this, but what they had set up was, yeah, you write your name on the sheet of paper and then you come back and you pay for
That's what we used to do back in the day.
No, you can't tell me after that onside kick and then they give out the free beer to all those Nebraska fans that just saw that play. You can't tell me that wasn't planned.
Dude, you know they were giving out Guinnesses too. I mean, everybody was having a great time.
That's astute beer.
Oh, yeah.
Irish-made Guinness too.
Exactly.
In Ireland.
Yes, everybody was probably extremely blasted after that onside kick. So everybody was just getting wacky and funky. Even the players might have gotten some. So you never know. And maybe even Coach Frost himself got a little bit of that Guinness. Too much of it, at least.
Probably.
Oh, wait, can we bring up that picture of the Browns preseason game?
Oh my gosh!
With the zip bag. Did you see that on Twitter, Smokey?
Oh, you mean the Cleveland Browns that decided to take another L to the Chicago Bears?
Well, yes.
Well,
they
yeah,
did take
that.
the L, but there's been a very good picture going around. It kind of memed now already, and it's supposed to be a bag of what people think is weed. And I was like, that's pretty funny. And then I was like, I don't think that's weed though. I saw the video, like I was watching the game, so like it looked a lot like sunflower seeds, if we're being honest.
Oh,
And-
that's not hash.
Yeah,
It's 100% not, but everybody on Twitter was acting like it was.
I was like, man, I ain't even gonna try and defend this team, dude. They'll figure it out on their own.
Yeah, I bet even the player was like, I'm not even gonna
No.
engage in this. This
No.
is stupid.
No. Even if it was
I
on.
gotta say though, it was very disturbing.
Disturbing.
Speaking of Cleveland,
Oh,
I was checking college football scores on the Twitter, and the McNeil, who was on this show a couple weeks ago to preview the Browns season, he put out this video that somebody else put out that was a local station in Cleveland in the Indians locker room, or the Guardians locker room, not the Indians. I apologize. And got somebody in the full Monty.
no. Really?
The full Monty?
The full Monty.
Oh, no.
I gotta look it up. Let me look it up.
You
real quick.
want to see the Wang?
I mean, I just want to. I'm interested in seeing this video. If you know about it, I gotta know about it. I mean,
It popped up on my timeline. It was like, all right then.
press the sus button.
There was a lot of women clamoring for thirst, or quenching of thirst after said video got put out.
Jeez.
I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
God, you had to bring Cleveland back up, and it just popped in my head this weekend.
I bet it did. I bet it did. And moving on to the last big story for sports, at least from my point of view, Roy McIlroy comes from behind to win the 2022 Tour Championship, winning $18 million. That is spectacular for him. The boy with swagger gets another one, and I gotta admit, I didn't watch any of it. Bandi, Smokey, you guys talk about it.
No, I watched a good bit of it, but I'm gonna say this wasn't really a comeback. It was more Scotty Scheffler kind of threw this away.
Yeah.
Scheffler threw it away and threw away my money that I was winning. Damn it!
I mean, if both had just hung on and maybe could have made it a playoff, I could have maybe won $3.
Oh yeah, Bandi won more money than me, and he didn't even put in money. That's ridiculous.
How much were you winning? What was the highest amount you're winning?
It was during Thursday's show when I was up $90.
Holy crap! This man was about to be a $90 name.
That's the reason why when you said, like, when I warn people it's a tournament play,
It's all over.
You could start out with winning like $90, but it's just all about how you end, not how you begin.
What'd you come home with?
$1.50.
Let's go.
Off of $1, so I won. But I had to pick my wife up from the Nashville airport since the flights from Orlando to Nashville are cheaper than Orlando to Huntsville.
Well,
So I decided to place a bet last night in the DraftKings Sportsbook on my way home.
okay.
Vols over 7.5.
There you go. Place your bets. Place your bets. But now, before we go on to what we say, the commercials, because we got a little bit of time, I was talking about my little tech deck story I had going on, okay? I know you guys probably are like, tech decks? What the heck are you doing with tech decks, okay? Well, I do a YouTube channel called The Pinky Out Gang, and I do a video series called Tough Talks, where I talk about, like, I've talked about McDonald's toys and how they've turned into trash lately. Just like, I don't even get them nowadays, but I know, like, in my lifetime, I saw them go from good to bad. I've done a Tough Talks over TikTok and how they deleted one of my videos, but I see all these other videos up there that are just like of women doing certain things, and I'm just like, how is that allowed? And it's just like, whatever. But now I'm doing one over tech decks and also the new Hot Wheels skate that I brought up a little bit ago that is literally just ripping off tech decks, but with Tony Hawk just like backing it completely. So I did this video, and I thought it did great, okay? I was doing, like, I did the original shot of it. It took me one take to get all the information out and all that stuff, so I was super glad. I was like, heck yeah, this is going to be a great video. I felt more prepared than ever, and then at the end, I went to Walmart later that night, and I saw that tech decks looking a lot wider than they used to. And I have a tech deck from like 2011 that I used to, play with all the time, and I didn't think they changed it all. So I was doing this whole comparison between this Hot Wheels skate thing and this old tech deck. I was about to cuss, but I knew I could have, but I just didn't. But I was just like, oh crap! I did this whole video. I had everything so prepared, and I did not know that tech deck literally changed the whole design to their skateboards like 5 years ago. So now I'm just like, I got some awesome footage. I got some awesome entertaining things going on. And I actually preferred the Hot Wheels skate over the old tech deck because it was wider. It had like very good turning. I have a tech deck with me right now. I had to buy this last night because I needed a new one because my old one is just irrelevant at this point. But yeah, I gotta admit, I like the Hot Wheels skate. Then the Hot Wheels skate broke on me because they're cheap. That's exactly what I thought they were gonna do, honestly. And then I got the tech deck, very wide. You put on your own tape. This one's actually rare, and I gotta admit, tech decks are pretty fun still to this day. And I prefer them over the Hot Wheels skate. So that's kind of just like a short little tough talks for you guys.
Talks, that was tough to put up.
It is every single video. There's always something that has to get in the way, and this time it was just I didn't have the right tech deck. So.
I know that feeling. I was supposed to record an episode of our EFED last night, and the Nashville trip, along with what Jason Marks was doing, it never worked out. So we won. Anyway, Alabama, before we get to break, has released their depth chart for this week. Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, let's see. Let's go over the major question marks, like the quarterback.
Oh, I wonder who it'll be.
Well, yeah, Bryce is one, but they've got Jalen Milroe as the number 2 behind Bryce. Ty Simpson's 3. Obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to play running back as the starter, with Jace McKellen and Roydell Williams as your number 2. Kind of a 3-man rotation going on. Jahmyr Gibbs will also do kickoff returns. Punt returns is going to be Kool-Aid. What else we got here? Jermaine Burton is your starting X. Trayshawn Holden is your starting Z. And guess your starting Y. It says H, though, right here. So I guess they swapped Y with H. Kobe Prentice will be your H. And then pretty much everything else is as standard as we've discussed many a times on who's going to be starting. Obviously, you've got Dallas Turner, Henry To'oTo'o, Jalen Moody, and Will Anderson as your linebackers.
Yeah.
With Byron Young, DJ Dale, and Tim Smith as your linemen. Now, the cornerback position, Eli Ricks, transfer that came in that a lot of people were very high on, is going to split reps with Kool-Aid. At the main corner position, and then you've got the other cornerback slot, Terrion Honor and Kyrie Jackson as splitting times on the other side of the cornerback position. So that looks like the number 2 quarterback is going to be the one that we're going to be really paying attention to see if there is many holes in this Alabama defense.
Now, I'm seeing something. The first thing that caught my eye as soon as I opened up this, Devontae Smith's still on the team?
Yeah.
I totally did. I didn't do that. Just went. I was like, there he is. I was like, is this from last year or something? And I saw free safety. I was like, okay. All right.
Yes, there is a Devontae Smith that is a free safety. But overall, and you know who really is like the most surprising? Well, not most surprising, but it's just like he's still there. Will Reichard.
Where you at?
Wait, he's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Jeez.
Well, that'll be dang. Yeah, there he is.
Yep, that's him.
So Will Reichert is still in for another year. He is the Van Wilder of this Alabama football team.
No, honestly, you could have told me J.K. Scott was still playing. I would have believed you.
Jeez.
Well, hey, he's been doing damn good up in Green Bay, so you can't like that one. You can't really can't really try and deceive. Let me put it that way.
Can't hide from you.
Yeah, there we go. But now it is time for us to take that quick commercial break because we got Gary Reedus on the other side talking a little bit of Major League Baseball. You are listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness. From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
For college football fans, Saturday in the fall means game day. But now passionate fans everywhere can experience game day every day at the new College Football Hall of Fame and Chick-fil-A Fan Experience, now open in downtown Atlanta. The College Football Hall of Fame features over 30,000 square feet of interactive exhibits, putting fans closer to the game than ever before, including a